Hello, this is Jorge Herrera, and we are very close to the midterm elections, so I want to do my part. And my part is to talk common sense to young generations because they do know any better. They haven't lived in a different country, so they want socialism. Why? Because it's been put in their minds by their teachers at the public schools. And they have done that work for a few decades. So not only children or young adults, 12-year-old, 20-year-old, but people in their 30s, they also got their mind messed up with socialism. So socialism is not good. If you think it's good, it's because you haven't lived in a country that has had socialism. If you did that, then you would understand. I live in Colombia. In Colombia, we didn't have socialism, but I had an experience that I can share, and it is that in the 70s, we used to go to Venezuela, our neighbor, to look for good stuff that we couldn't find in Colombia. Like if we wanted to improve the look on performance of our cars, we would do a cheaper and better job getting the stuff from Venezuela, because Venezuela was a rich country that had a lot of stuff that we couldn't find in Colombia. Many Colombians moved to Venezuela looking for a better lifestyle, for a better conditions of life. What it is today, Venezuela is in bad shape thanks to socialism, and it happened in just like a one generation time. And they're having a really bad environment, bad lifestyle, so much that a lot of Venezuelans got out, the ones that could. And many Colombians that went to Venezuela, guess what they did? They came back. Why? Because Colombia, with all the problem that it has, is in much better shape than Venezuela. And sadly enough, a lot of people in Colombia are looking for socialism too. It's crazy. It is because socialism, my good-looking paper, that we all have a plain level, a level situation where everybody has access to the same things, but that's not true. There is equality of opportunity almost everywhere, but there's not equality of outcome, because the outcome depends with what you do, the outcome depends on what you do with the opportunity. So if you are industrious and you are responsible and you take advantage of the opportunity, you probably have very good outcome. But if you wait for the government or some other people to get you the outcome, you're not going to have a good outcome. And in socialism or communism, the rulers are the only ones that have good lifestyle. The rest, they have equality of misery. So think better if you want socialism for this country. And if you want socialism, the best thing that you could do is go and live a few months in a socialist country. Go and live a few months in Venezuela, in Cuba, in China, and see what mindset you will come back with. But don't ask for socialism if you don't know what it is. So think better and vote for Republicans, because the Republicans, as bad as they are, they still want capitalism and they still want some freedom. If you want the democratic socialism, as they call it, that is not going to last. If, like for example, in New York, they're going to have changes because they are starting to open those grocery stores that are managed by the government. So they are reducing the prices to a point that the neighborhood bodegas cannot compete. So a lot of bodegas will be closing because they won't be able to sustain a business when they don't have any margin of profit. Same with people that own apartment buildings. If they cannot have the profit that they can use to have a good living, because that's what they work for, and keep up with the maintenance of those apartments, they are not going to maintain them. So the people on those apartments are going to suffer because the apartments are not going to work the way they should. And if the government takes over, the government doesn't do any good job. So that's what I wanted to tell you. Think better and think how you're going to vote in November, because if you vote for the democratic socialism, they just want to destroy this country. The causes that they take on are causes that don't like this country, like the Muslim. Well, I learned that Muslims are not really bad unless they accept the Islamic doctrine, the Islamic policies, the Islamic ideology. If they accept that, then Muslims are no good. And unfortunately, most of them are indoctrinated to follow the Islamic doctrine. So it is unfortunate, but that's how it is. So we really are getting too many Islamic groups, Islamic neighborhoods, and that's not good for the country. And I live in Texas, so I really don't want those here. So enjoy, and I'll talk to you next time.